on today's episode of Base After Dark.
Look at that. It's in Comic Sans. Like, that's normal. People's phones are in Comic Sans.
I'm not putting Comic
you
Sans.
can
I know how to
change
find the
your
font of the app I'm using. I'm not a f***ing amateur, ignoble. Okay?
Dang, bro.
I thought the argument was that you were.
I'm sorry. I'm an editor. Comic Sans makes me very upset.
Oh, Hamsey's broke. He's the only one who doesn't Herman Miller.
That's not what I said.
I think he also wasn't listening to AirPods. So these are just as much as your AirPods.
No, nobody said that.
The Mama Losties, dude. Like, those are real. Well, they're probably not real.
Yeah, someone
They're
sent my
real
employer
saggy
that
is
tweet.
what they are.
Bro. She's 80. Leave her alone.
Nah, dude. If someone's got
She got
saggy
nice tits, dude.
I'm calling them out. Sorry.
Yeah. What you got doing nice tits like that?
Based.
After dark.
Ho, ho, ho. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 75 of Based After Dark. This is our Christmas special. I am T Papa Slice. We're gathered here with Tasty Life from YouTube. We got Prison Joe, Ignoble Solid, and Hamsey. I'd like to give a big shout out to our 249 patrons and all those listeners that got us here to episode 75. Very nice. We like seeing it go up. How the hell are we, gentlemen?
Good, dude. Good. Ignoble.
Fantastic,
Welcome
Santa.
back.
Hey, thanks, man. I had to take a little bit of a break, you know. Last I checked my Based After Dark contract, they said I was I think it was one viewership or I show up one time per month. And I think I'm hitting that quota, so I still get paid. I don't want to be here, but I just want the paycheck.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are hitting that, dude.
Wait, you guys are getting
I'm pretty
paid?
sure you're not hitting one episode per month.
Wait, how much you getting paid?
I don't think any of us are getting paid.
Yeah, wait. Who's paying you? Saint
Tits, where's the money?
Where's the bank account? Dude?
The bank account is somewhere deep in the Cayman Islands, operated by a man whose name I cannot even pronounce. So I think we're in good hands.
Well,
Jeffrey
technically,
Epstein.
I got paid once actually. In some Base After Dark merch. There was when we were about to do the that live pod right when we released the merch. I remember we were giving a discount to patrons. We were giving that, and then Saint Tits gave us the other discount that was like 100% off, just so we could buy one piece. He was like, yeah, just like buy one piece of merch. Here's the thing, and then all you have to pay is shipping, and it's 100% off, and like just so that you have something to wear for, you know, it was all required of us. We had to do it, and then I was like, yo, this shit's all free. So I kind of loaded up the shopping cart, and then Saint Tits hits me up and is like, dude, why did my card just get hit for? I didn't realize that the discount. Okay, so this is why you guys got it. If you've ever gotten it
from Saint Tits, bro.
Well, dude, I didn't know, and I think
Full-time employee, by the
patrons
way.
got a discount, and there was, you know, we're giving out some discount codes, and I just want you to know, like, that kind of actually comes directly from Saint Tits pocket. Now I know, obviously, but I just thought
Did
I
you
was
get
like,
that
oh,
code
this is all
still?
free. I could just get all of it. I get what?
Last person to type a 1 in the comments today on today's podcast, we will send you that code.
Ooh.
Send it to you. Yeah.
I'm gonna type
I
it.
don't know,
Also,
you might have
like Noble,
deactivated it.
thank you for
Saint
being here
Tits
today.
editing
You know, still here more than Nine Rain. Surprise.
Yeah.
is
Why did
that-
Nine
is
Rain
that
miss today?
true?
Rain's birthday.
No, it's
Why-
Nine Rain's birthday today, dude.
He
It's
turned
his
Care.
birthday.
42.
I'm upset only because we were supposed to do D&D today, and I was really excited about it, man. Okay, and so after we ended Wednesday, all right, you know, and thank you for everybody watching the D&D. If you liked it, greatly appreciate it. I think more of the feedback was positive than negative. I know some of you guys, it's not for you. Understand, it's okay. Don't worry, we're not going to be doing it every week, but you know, maybe every now and then, possibly.
It's a
But
little silly thing.
back to the point. So we finished up that night, and you know, we all were like, okay, so next Wednesday, you know, this is good. Like, everybody's like, check your schedule. We're all
We
good
agreed.
to go. We're good. You know, a few days pass, and I'm like, oh, sick. You know, I literally was actually sitting on the futon behind me, thinking about Dungeons and Dragons with my good friends, and then I see the notification from Nine Rain. Hey guys, I forgot it was my birthday Wednesday. What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
I love his
You
excuses.
forget when you turn 42. Like, that's he's getting old, bro. He's getting old. Nine Rain's getting old. We gotta cut him
Hey,
some
man.
slack.
Happy birthday, Nine Rain, but I definitely had the 1,000-mile stare in that moment, and I was just like, you know, I was sad guy.
Dude, how crazy are Nine Rain's excuses gonna get before we just stop believing him? Or are we ever gonna? Or does it really not matter?
What if it's not his birthday today? What if he's
I've
just
never
like,
met
that's
someone-
what I'm trying to say, dude.
He did not tweet the Feels birthday man.
He did not.
Yeah, right?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He didn't.
I'm checking the Twitter. I'm double checking the
Dude,
Twitter.
check,
Yo,
dude,
scroll
check his
back to
Twitter.
his
Check his
Twitter.
Twitter right now.
Exactly
This
1
son
year
of a
from
bitch,
Is
today.
bro.
if you're a content creator and you don't tweet the Feels birthday man on your birthday, then
Yeah, you
that's
you
not.
got to, bro. That's
I've
like,
never done it.
Okay. So all right.
Uh-huh.
Actually, there was no Feels birthday man tweet. However, when I click his profile, the balloons come up.
okay, man.
I don't know, dude. No Feels birthday, man. I'm not sold.
I think
I'm
when
not
we come
totally
back
sold.
around on the D&D, we kill him. Like we turn on him and attack him.
We all turn
We just
him on him at the end of the
backstab
fucking game. Dude, should we? Honestly, we could put this
that'd
in
be
here
good.
and
Not
keep
me
this
and
in the
Neil
pod.
Juan.
We could completely
he's not
keep
gonna
this
watch
in
it,
the
it's fine.
pod and see. He's
Okay,
not
no.
watching this. He's not listening to this.
Someone's gonna snitch though. Someone's
Unless someone snitches.
He's Juan Valdez, there's a lot going
Nobody
on here. A lot of
snitch.
reaching could happen. So that's all I'm
Honestly,
saying.
we
Yeah.
could do
Hold
that.
on.
And if everyone
What was
listening
his
to our
name?
pod right now
Dublin.
just like decides not like agrees to not snitch, we can kill him at the very end. So I think we should do it. If you're listening to this, don't fucking just be cool.
Dude, he's not gonna
You know,
read your
that's
message
fine.
even if you tell him. So like, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true. That's a good point.
It's okay.
Yeah, Nine Rain doesn't
Yeah,
read
we'll
people's
know,
messages.
we'll
He just
know.
goes
I
on
can't
Twitter
turn
and
the
just
upload,
like
I'm sorry.
drops like slightly masochistic, very right-leaning opinions, and then expects
What?
things to go normally.
I haven't seen one of
What?
those.
I haven't seen that ever, dude. I don't know what you're talking
I don't use Twitter. I don't follow Nine Rain.
I'm on Blue Sky stroking my shit.
Yeah,
I'm on
dude,
Blue
okay.
Sky avoiding all the
It's Blue
derogatory
Cry.
messages.
It's Blue Cry.
Blue Cry. I'm friends with Tasty's grandma on there. It's going pretty good.
Who the hell posted? I swear to God, it was like a Twitch message I saw where it was like, dude,
Oh!
like I gotta go to Blue Sky so I can. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because like all the e-girls are going to Blue Sky, and he's having a harder time jerking off on Twitter, and that was like the whole point of the message. He's like, gotta go to Blue Sky so I can crank my hog, dude. All the girls are going over there.
Bro, I feel like there's more porn on Twitter now than ever. What's bro talking about? I can't escape that shit, man. It's ass everywhere, bro. Throwing it, it's coming in left and
Yeah,
right.
dude.
I think he's exclusively jerking off to liberal women, which are going to Blue Sky.
I
'Cause
see, I
don't
see.
know. But do you know what I'm talking about, T Papa? Where the fuck did I see that? Was that in my chat? But while I have the floor, I am gonna go ahead and tease the story of the day. This is a Patreon exclusive. This past week, I went to this lovely Christmas event with some family friends. It's at this very nice, like upscale resort. They decorate the whole thing for Christmas. Santa Claus is there. They got ice skating, Ferris wheels. Beautiful, beautiful family fun, dude. So we took our family friends, their 2 little kids. And I'm not going to say too much, but while we were in the ice skating rink, a severely schizophrenic woman accosted me and was yelling about rapists and pedophiles in front of probably 200 children. And the security guards had to come, like, pull her out. She was sobbing. She called the cops. Like, she got the cops there. And then the cops showed up, and it didn't go according to her plan. It's a good story. We're gonna tell it on the Patreon, where we actually
I
have.
feel
You know,
like
I
you're
don't-
trying
I
to
don't-
involve us in your alibi. I don't know how I feel about it.
No,
Again,
no,
like
no,
you're making this like
You got it.
she was
There's-
crazy. It wasn't
No.
me. I didn't do nothing.
I didn't know her.
She's
I
like
didn't know
rapist,
this woman,
pedophile.
dude.
She's like that
Have
one.
you-
No, no,
Okay,
no, no, no,
okay,
She
okay,
wasn't. Wasn't accusing me. She was accusing someone else who's a part of the
Oh.
story.
But,
Sure, dude.
I-
Yeah,
but have you thought about how it might be your fault?
I'm trying really hard right now.
What the fuck, man?
I'm
No,
trying really-
I haven't. I haven't.
Given one moment, you can tell you haven't.
How would this be my fault? What are you
I'm
implying?
not saying it is.
What are you trying to imply? Just say it with
I'm
your
not
chest.
saying it is. I'm just. Have you thought about how it could be your fault? I don't know. I used to say this to my girlfriend when we fight, and
I
like,
haven't.
it usually worked.
This- Are you trying to gaslight me, dude?
Oh
Are
my
you?
god.
Yeah.
So how's she doing, Hamsey? Your girlfriend? This one is she? Around?
Well, she goes to a different school, but you know, she's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the one that has sex with women now?
That's
Is that? I bet that is the one, huh? That actually makes sense, dude.
Hamsey,
That's
is
how
the
you
one that
game.
has sex with women, is that the one that got away?
Oh, okay, come on. Why? How'd this get on me now? What the
Yeah,
why
dude,
am
if
I
she has
not?
sex
I
with
wanna
women,
know.
she
Like,
was
what
never.
am I-
Is
They've
that the
already
one
had
that
three
got away?
therapy sessions about this, man. Like,
Whoa,
at
whoa, whoa,
least.
whoa, whoa, whoa! This is not. Listen.
Are you
no,
okay,
fuck
man?
you.
Is everything
Turn the-
okay?
Stop.
Like,
We
Abby,
need a
I'm
good
fine.
therapy session.
Listen,
we haven't had one in a while.
We can segue. So Saint Tits also has a Patreon story today as well.
Yes,
If
it's,
no one got me, I know Prison Joe got me.
it's actually somewhat crazy, you know, with this whole Haktua thing going on and her rug pull with her fans. It was absurd to me that Seth came to me and that like his cousin's aunt, twice removed mother, like stepdaddy, like knew Haley Welch, and like I somehow got a phone number. We started texting, you know, I'm in her DMs, and I get that phone call. And guess what? She's coming on the Patreon cast. That's right. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
We
tell-all.
are getting Hot
Is this
Tour
real?
Girl on the. Yeah, this is fucking real, bro. I can show you the.
Are you fucking with us or
I'm,
no?
I'm going to put the DMs up on screen right now. Yeah,
And
that's.
make sure you
No
use
way, I
the free
see them.
trial if you're gonna watch. Don't
Is that
actually pay money
Photoshop?
for that
I don't
today.
actually-
Don't.
Dude,
free
I don't
trial.
use Photoshop. I don't know how to use that. I don't
that looks
know.
pretty real to me.
I've never
look.
used
Dude,
Photoshop.
he's a video editor, not a picture editor.
Yeah,
Come on,
what?
get
See,
it
that's
right.
So, but what is a video but 1,000
Well,
tiny pictures?
Saint-
It's
Can you-
normal because look at that. It's in Comic Sans. Like that's normal. People's phones
Okay,
are in
fuck you.
Comic
I'm not
Sans.
putting
You can-
Common
you can
Sans. I know how to
change your
find the
fonts.
font of the app I'm using. I'm not a fucking amateur, ignoble. Okay.
Dang, bro.
I
sorry.
thought the argument was that
No,
you
I'm
were.
sorry.
and
I'm
that's
an
why you couldn't
editor.
Photoshop.
Comic Sans makes me
Timestamp that,
very
timestamp
upset.
that.
Comic Sans makes me very upset. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I think
I
it looks
turned
kinda
in
clean.
a high school essay in Comic Sans as a joke, and I got a perfect grade on the essay, but he marked off 15% because I didn't use Times New Roman.
No.
That's
Yeah.
a free 15% that
Dude,
you kind of let
literally,
go, dude.
The day before, I was like, I forget what his name was. I was like, Mr. Blah, like, I'm going to turn in my essay in Comic Sans. And he like, just looks at me. He's like, I'm going to mark your grade down. And I was like, no, you won't. And he
did.
He did. Yeah. 15%,
God.
which is kind of a lot. But it was high school.
I mean, listen,
so, like,
dude.
who fucking cares?
Yo, high school kid. Imagine being a high school teacher, dude. And I think back to myself in high school and like what dealing with me would have probably been like. And fuck that, man. You got to put a kid in
Were
their place
you a
sometime.
bad kid to deal? I was a decent
No,
kid to
I was
deal
smart
with. I
ass,
was
though.
fine.
No, I was a rough one.
Oh, that's-
no,
yeah.
my
Do we
teachers
have
didn't
any
fuck with
teachers
me.
that watch the show? I have a question for you. Like, you can tell us in the
Coach
comments.
teacher.
Like, what the fuck
Coach
is wrong
teacher,
with
yeah.
you? Like, why did you want that job?
No,
Does that count as a teacher?
being a teacher is awesome. Like you get to, shape the youth. You also get paid like literally, I think $12 an hour, like less than minimum wage.
I mean, you got to
have
love
to,
it.
like,
You got to love
you
it.
have
at that
to
point.
buy supplies for the students because you go to a public school and they can't afford to give the students anything. So you're paying for shit out of your pocket. It's pretty great. Like pretty nice. And
Wait,
the
you
kids,
guys went
like-
to public
oh,
school?
man.
No, I'm just kidding. I did too.
I don't think anybody did. Did Tasty, did you go to private school or did you go to public as well?
No, I didn't. But me and my brother both went public school, and then upon seeing the results, they sent my sister to private school for 12 years. So
Oh,
That's
shit.
smart. That's smart.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I
if
feel
you're
like you
in a
gotta-
rich
no,
enough
you gotta
area,
grow up at
public school's
public
better than
school.
private school.
I feel like going to like public school is just such an eye opener because you are exposed to an insane amount of diversity in terms of class, social, all that type of stuff. And if you go to like a particular like private school where everyone's like rich or something, you don't get exposed to all the shit out there, man. Like you wouldn't have listened to rap music if you went to private school. You would have been like Drake.
That's
Who is
not
that?
true.
What is
Rich,
rap
rich
music?
white kids love rap music.
Yeah.
You've clearly
you know,
never
you're
been in a
They do the
$150,000
sing-alongs.
lifted truck that the parents bought for them. That's all they play is rap.
You
They
got
love
me.
it, ignoble.
My bad. But I'm just saying, I feel like if you get exposed to that kind of stuff early, you get to really
Well,
see like
that's-
what's out there.
I actually have a counter argument to that. My sister went to like a tasty trust fund like private school. Her school is very diverse. They had rich white kids. They're like 2 rich black kids. I think there was a rich Mexican, half rich Jewish people. No poor people.
Counterpoint.
We would not. let them
Counterpoint. You
there.
live in an
That's
area where the public schools are just as good as the private schools, and it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I didn't really know anyone that
No.
went to private school where I was. Dude, the public school was pretty sick.
Well, there's some areas where like if you're going to private school, it's like
There
In
are
this
a lot of
area,
Like,
districts.
it's a big
just
difference.
called the
But
school.
But if you move to places like where Seth lives, dude, what kind of schools you think they got there, bro?
It's just
Like,
the school.
Seth,
They have a school, dude.
It's just the
they
school.
have a
Yeah.
school like that
It's
brings
just
in all the
school,
kids
yeah.
in like
Like,
a
it's
100-mile
you gotta
radius.
Go to the
They,
school. Like, that's where you're
they
going.
fucking ride their
That's why they call
cows
it
to
the
school
school.
type
Yeah,
shit.
it's one
bro.
classroom.
You go to the
dude.
school, and if you're not good enough at football, like you just work at a gas station for the rest of your life. Like that's just how it goes down here, man. It
That's
is what
like
it is.
the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's actually really sad.
Dude,
Goddamn.
that crushed my soul.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but we're on this theme of school, and so far we've touched public school, we've touched private school. What about the homeschooled kids? What about those?
Dude, the biggest
Whoa.
fucking freaks, dude. The fucking freaks
Freaks,
of
for
the
sure.
freaks, dude. I knew a couple.
No, we had
I
two
knew a couple
homeschool kids on our
homeschool
track
people.
team, and they were pretty weird, but like they could hang. You know, those are the only homeschool kids I've ever met in my life. I've never met any of them.
Mm.
T Papa,
I
were you
knew- I knew
homeschooled
a
or public
chunk.
schooled?
I knew a chunk of homeschooled. They were all fucking weirdos, dude. I hate.
But
You know,
were they-
a lot
were they
of them-
Mormon?
They were. There's a lot of Mormon
Ah.
homeschooling going on in California, and I will say every single one of them, like, went to college and just became man whores or sluts. It was like that was they diversified the
Huh.
second they hit higher education. They completely switched up. All of them, literally all of them.
Well, how did you? Okay, this is important. How did you know the homeschool kids? Like, where did you?
Because you
see
still
them?
meet them at church. You know, you're still doing any church activity,
Oh, so
any
they
group
had
like that.
socialization.
They let them
had,
out for
like-
that for those special occasions.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, were they like hardcore Mormon? Because I feel like the new wave of homeschool is parents that like disagree with evolution. You know, like that's like a majority of
Oh.
who's homeschooling right now.
I mean, dude, my only question is like, if you as a parent, how much more you think you know to where you're like, I'm not going to let these schools touch my kids.
I don't think they think
Counterpoint.
they know more. They
Counterpoint.
just don't want them to know certain things.
It's maybe that, it must be something along the lines because it's like, how can you think you know more than the
Do
educator?
you want
Okay.
your kids
Have you
to be
met
taught
people,
by
dude?
people who are paid minimum wage, are just out of college, 25 years old, dumb as fuck, or you could potentially educate your kids?
Probably
I mean,
the first one.
Let me segue a little bit here. So I have some information that I pulled up about the top ranking education in our country. What do you think? What state do you think is number one?
Probably
some
Connecticut
guesses.
or Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's gonna be
something.
some
California,
East Coast.
I would say.
California's
No,
high
no,
up
no,
there.
it's
I think
not
California's
California.
high up. I think it's top
California's
10.
like maybe 12. Maybe it's got to be Northeast, 100% New England.
Overall, Florida is number one with higher education being the highest ranked, and then
Wait, with higher education? What is this ranked on?
This is based off higher education and high school combined.
Like, is this how many kids got into FSU or some shit? Because, like, come on.
No, these are just
I'm
like
not-
this
I don't
is.
understand the ranking.
Well, I'm saying like so college is I guess like scores. Like this is all based off scores. Like for pre-K through 12 and then higher education. Overall, Florida is number one. Utah, it says number two. And this I've looked at a few different things and these are all kind of similar, so I think this is pretty accurate. And Massachusetts is number 3. So you were right about that. So they're number 3. With their
I
high
believe
school being
Utah.
the best. It
Oh,
says
wait,
Mass
hold
has the
up.
best high school, is what I'm saying here.
I literally
Let's see
just
that.
pulled something up that's most and least educated states in America. I'm not sure. I don't know how this is actually ranked, but this one says Massachusetts is 1.
Find
Dude,
the
keep it as
one.
Maryland is
Randomly.
randomly-
Find the one that has West Virginia as 50, and let's work backwards because we can all agree on that, right?
Oh yeah, this is the one. This has West Virginia's 50.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me see if mine's 52. I'm scrolling down.
average. So this just says score. I don't know what the score
does that mean?
means,
Like-
though, is the thing.
I'm
Like,
assuming
those-
they're basing
like
this off of
ACTs and
scores, is what I
SATs or
guess.
something?
This says New Mexico is 50. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
no
West
shit.
Virginia's
They
48
compare-
on this.
Oh, so this is like a complex web of 18 different metrics, is what they say, including educational attainment. So like how many people are educated, school quality. I'm assuming that's scores, and achievement gaps between genders and races. And Massachusetts is number 1. I just said Massachusetts
Number one at
because that's
racism?
where MIT and like Harvard is. I think is that
Is
where
this,
Harvard is?
why
Are
is
you
Florida so
fucking
high on this one? Then is Florida high
stupid?
on that one too, or no?
Florida's just high.
I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where the fuck Harvard is, dude.
Harvard's in Cambridge,
I didn't-
MIT.
I didn't-
yeah.
I didn't go to a goddamn Ivy League school like you, Ignoble. I'm not a doctor.
I'm
I
actually
don't get
curious. Was
paid
Florida
$250,000.
2 or 3 on yours as well, or no?
Let me look.
Because on this one, West Virginia is 48. It's not 50. It's just New Mexico is 50. And Oklahoma, that makes 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
How about like
sense.
North Carolina?
Alabama is really low on this. Tennessee is actually 31 on here, which is surprising.
Dude, good job, Seth.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, dude,
Seth
the
brought it
school,
up.
man, the school taught you a little bit, you know. You said
Idaho's
North
low, I'm
Carolina?
pretty sure. I didn't go to
Oh,
school
New
here, though,
Jersey's
so.
number 6. Nice job, Ignoble.
Did that
Florida's
alone.
21 on this list.
Damn, I wonder why that is then. Why it's so high?
Oh,
on
in
this
terms
one.
of quality of education, which I think that's test scores, it is 3rd.
Oh,
it is
okay,
flat
maybe that's
third.
what this one's mainly based off then, I guess.
Massachusetts is 1, Maryland's 2.
What
Florida's
tests are they
3,
looking at? Just
Connecticut's 4.
SATs, ACTs?
Drug
Like, what
tests,
is
bro.
this?
I'm
They all doing
assuming-
coke.
well-
Drug tests.
No, every state has different standardized tests. Like in Arizona, we had the AIMS, which is the Arizona Instrument to Measure Standards. So I'm
So,
assuming
okay, how
What
can you
does that
measure?
mean?
How can you measure state to state if it's only in your state specific?
I think it's like the scores relative to each
Dude,
other.
we're trying to solve.
within-
We're
I
trying
don't
to solve
know,
too much here,
dude.
bro. Listen,
But I
our
feel like
educa-
SATs
we all
is
know
every-
that our education system is dog shit. Okay,
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
you know,
we
the
can agree
first-
on that.
you
yeah.
know,
we can all agree
when I
on
took
that.
When I took the SAT, that was the first time I ever took Adderall.
Ooh, how'd that go?
Really?
Dude, fucking phenomenal, bro. I got an 11 out of 12 on my essay. My score wasn't that good.
Oh, damn.
Which actually kind of is even worse knowing that I got an 11 out of 12. Because
They don't
that
do
should
the
raise
essay
the
anymore.
average.
So technically, your score's just bad now.
So you do the AIMS?
Yeah,
you
no,
do the
actually, I had
ACT
to-
or the
I actually had a lot
SAT?
of-
Is it ACT?
the
Is that
SAT.
called right?
But I
There's
had a
two
lot
of
of,
them,
I had a
SAT,
lot of, I actually,
Okay.
when I was applying for colleges, I had a lot of colleges that like didn't, they like look, when they ask you for your SAT scores, they like don't, they like exclude the essay. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
they
that's
do.
the only, that's the
Yeah.
best
I
part
just-
of my own shit.
They
Remember-
don't even do the essay anymore. You don't even do that part.
Yeah. I know.
Really?
I mean, it was getting phased out. Like back in my
I
day.
had like
but, yeah.
I had like a 2.7 GPA in high school, but I got a 28 on the ACT, which was like massive.
Oh, that's decent.
Dude, yeah.
I
that's
didn't
kinda
take
saying,
that
yeah.
ACT.
Solid.
I did the SAT and I scored perfect in math. I got an 800.
You got an
That's what, dude. That's
800
what killed me
math?
on the.
I
That's what
did.
killed me on the ACT.
Fuck
so I had
off.
20.
Get
I had
outta here.
28,
I did.
which is I think pretty good. But the math, dude, I got wrecked. Like, cause you can't really like. I don't know. You can't. It was like I was trying to study for it. It's not like. Because all the other stuff is like a lot of memory stuff and like a lot easier. But the fucking math, dude, just I'm terrible at math.
I did really
Yeah.
bad on the other two parts, but I did get an 800. I was pretty hyped on that.
Dude, you want to know something so fucked up that I encountered when okay, so I took the SAT twice. The second time was the one I really crushed it. The first time, not so much. I also broke my hand the night before, so that
What?
didn't help. But yeah, it was in a football game.
How do you think
It
he got
crushed
the
with tissue face
Adderall,
mask.
bro?
Oh yeah, okay.
No, that was the next time. But the night before I was supposed to take my SAT the first time, I broke my hand, and it was in a football game, Friday Night Lights. You know how it is. And then I went to take my SAT, and you want to know the most fucked up shit, dude? The prompt they gave us to write the essay, because we were writing essays, was, I'm trying to remember what it was, but it had something to do with yawning. And like, you know, the psychology behind yawning, where like if you see someone yawn, you'll yawn, or if
Yeah.
you think about yawning, you'll yawn, or
Dude, I'm
like
about to yawn. I
so
think.
so.
It's
Dude, you're
coming.
all
I
about to
feel it
yawn right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to like put this upon you, but like this just goes to show. So we had a prompt that we're supposed to write an essay about, and I'm trying to think back. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it had something to do with yawning. And so everyone in this, you got all these high schoolers fighting for their lives, like to get into college and doing their SATs, and they're writing an essay as fast as they can. They're on a time limit, and the prompt has something to do with yawning. All these kids are just yawning left and right. Just sets the tone for how you go about the rest of your test. She was kind of fucked up, man.
We had
I like it. I like it.
at our SATs, we had a chick who had a smartwatch that chirped. I don't know if you guys remember like what it's like if something made a noise.
Smartwatch.
She was wearing an Apple
Smartwatches
Watch.
weren't around
and
when I
it
did
made
Is that allowed?
no,
When
so
the-
it made a
When the
noise.
fuck did you take the SAT 4 years ago? When did Apple
Yeah,
Watch?
you just think it's SAT, bro. Like, I'm
Hold
really
on,
not that old,
hold
bro.
on.
You might
How
have
old
had
are
a
you, bro?
Flip
Pause.
phone.
I'm
I had a flip
fact-checking
phone
you
taking
right
the
I'm
now.
only
SAT,
30,
dude.
man.
I'm pretty sure the Apple
Are you
Watch was out my
21?
senior year. She had some type of smartwatch. Anyways, it made a noise. And if you have an
2015 is when
electronic,
the Apple Watch came out.
okay, so some other because I was 1 year before that, so she had some other type of smartwatch. It made a noise, and they had to kick her out. and she she lost her shit. She started. This is a girl like I went to school with, very normal, and just trying to get into college. And she lost her shit. She started flipping desks. She tried to like attack the teacher. Kids had to like stop. They ended up calling the cops. Yeah, no, like it got insane. She had to go finish school at a different school the rest of the year. It was like only a couple months, and yeah, cops called. It was all the talk of the town.
Wait, did you guys take the SAT at your school?
So yeah, actually, one of my centers was our school. Yeah. So I took it
to
at
go to a
mine.
different school really far away, and I was like waiting in line to sign in, and there's
I think that's just RNG though, because my school was a testing center, but I had to go somewhere else. They like send you.
Yeah, mine was a testing center.
I think they want to get you. Dude, they want to get you in like a different environment. You know, fuck with you a little bit. It is a test.
Mine definitely was.
Let's get these kids talking about yawning and see how fucked with them. Like, you know?
That's so fucked.
I do know this. Yeah. I know the ACT here when we took it. One of my friends, bro, he cheated. He cheated. All the tests were the same. Because he said, so pretty much what he told me was he was like this girl, he next to him, he knew was really smart because he like had classes with her. And he was like, I was just looking and I was like, holy shit, like this is the same, we have the same, maybe he just got lucky, they had the same version test. And he fucking ripped it and got a fucking 30.
Oh, dude, that's so sick.
He fucking ripped it.
Hell yeah.
He got I think the first time he got like a 22 or 20, which is not like terrible, but he got fucking ripped it off a girl and got a fucking 30, bro. Honestly, yeah, that was
pretty wild. This kind of plays into my like, okay, I was kind of a shithead in high school. Like, I wouldn't say I was like the worst person, but when I sat down to take my ACT, I just didn't take it. Like, I just didn't turn it in. I turned in bullshit. They fully told us, like, because you know how it's different from like county to county, state to state, and they were like, you guys have to take the ACT, but like your ACTs are not even getting submitted anywhere. It's all like internal in your school. Doesn't affect your grade. It's not getting sent out to colleges. Like, you're in a county that like your SATs are gonna get sent out, and like there's other stuff. But this is a test that literally like it's just for like us to know. And I drew a fucking smiley face on my Scantron bubbles and turned that shit in. And I remember my teacher just being like, "You're such a fuckhead for doing this." But I could tell when I gave it to him, he was like, "You're fucking, you know what you're doing. Like, you're right. Like, this shit doesn't affect you one fucking bit." And I had also learned from older kids too. Like, so it wasn't like I just came up with this on my own, but like that, like at my school, basically they give you the ACT to take, but it does not mean a goddamn thing.
That's the standardized testing that they're pulling the scores from and the ranking we just looked at. You knocked your state down a full number.
Oh my god.
Dude, fuck my state. What has my state done for me?
That's a good point, probably.
You tell them, brother.
Yeah, real. Well, like roads and stuff, but
I just got your message, Hamsey, that I saw you put in the After Dark here. It says, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I can hear you cunts. This chair is $400 and these are JBL pods, way better than AirPods. I have AirPods.
Okay, dude, I went to go. I stepped off camera for 2 shits.
And get some overhead ear headphones, man.
I stayed up. I stepped off for 2 seconds. I still have my pods in. I'm taking a shit because I had to, and I was still gonna be ready in time to send the pod on time. And I can hear you guys talking about how everyone left off. Oh, look, it's just chairs. It's just chairs. Everyone got a Herman. Oh, Hamsey's broke. He's the only one who doesn't have fucking Herman Miller. And
that's not what I said.
I think he also wasn't listening to AirPods. So these are just as much as your AirPods.
No, nobody said that.
I said, and I quote, Hamsey got that Sherman Miller. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said Sherman Miller, dude.
Yeah, dude, you got a Sherman Miller. What's wrong with that? Miller's a good brand.
It's probably like 80% of the price of a Herman Miller. I got this from my work, like
80% of the price, 0% of the clout. Oh, sorry.
Order our office equipment from. I got a bonus extra shipment in.
Oh, you got the JBLs though. I wear those at the gym. Those go hard.
The JBLs are great, dude. I have AirPods. I use these instead. They're pretty cheap too. Better.
They're not too crazy.
Bro, I just got the Sony XM5 headphones. I got a nice pair of headphones now. Oh, dude, I feel so cool. Noise canceling. You guys ever noise canceled something before?
Dude,
I got the XM4
on and off. These actually, they have on and noise cancel and noise not cancel ability. So
I'm telling you,
noise not cancel ability.
Dude, T Papa, you gotta
Sometimes
take
you want to
those
get
on
a little
flight.
noisy, block out the
That shit
voices.
is crazy. You put that shit on, turn on noise canceling, you can't hear anything.
Oh, it's so
People
nice,
sleeping
bro.
next to
It's
you,
insane.
The plane engine, the fucking woman
screams.
sitting next to you, dying, asking if there's a doctor who can help her. You can just be like, nah. I don't
Sorry,
fucking hear
I
you,
can't hear
dude.
anything.
You are a doctor, first
Bro,
of all.
I was driving my
What?
BRZ
What?
the other day. I was ripping my BRZ. The car's so loud. I put on the headphones, turn that noise canceling, turn on some drift music, and I was flying like 80 down the highway. It was insane,
Fuck yeah.
bro.
Is that legal? I feel weird, like, because I'll wear my AirPods to the gym, and like sometimes I'll have noise canceling on when I'm driving, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna hit someone. Like, I feel
No.
You
like
wear them while you
It's
drive?
not
That's
legal,
like, what do you
but-
need to do that for?
Well,
You
I
have
only did that because
speakers
I
inside,
just bought
Dude,
them
you
at
get
Best
hyped
no,
up
Buy.
at
I
the gym, bro.
don't. My car.
I
is
just
broken,
bought them
actually.
for Best Buy, and I was driving home. I was like, I gotta test these out, so I threw them
You
on.
want to wear
and
about the store?
I wore them home from the store. I was so hyped. I was like, bro, I can't hear my car at all.
Bro,
My car's
you
hella
You want us to
loud,
put
too.
these in the bag? You're gonna wear
You
them out.
revving the car driving with headphones on like that is quite a sight in my head.
Bro, it was, I was doing it. I was like, oh my God, I'm so cool, bro. I was weaving, dude. I was, I usually not a madman, but I,
I can
let
just
loose for a
imagine some
second.
lady you fly it back. She's like, "What the fuck's wrong with that guy?"
Bro, roll down the window, flip her off, bro. I'm gonna do that dressed as Santa and start flipping people off.
I mean,
That's
any kind
ready
of
for
activity
kids,
that you
man.
normally
Would
do.
you, would you get shot
Anytime-
in Idaho for that? Do they shoot you for that or what?
No, well, don't want to get in trouble, but yeah, sometimes I have a gun in the car.
I'm not asking if you would shoot back. I'm asking if you would get shot. Dude.
Oh,
I think that's what he was
I
asking.
don't- I've never seen. Well, I've seen a bunch of bullet holes in signs. I do think people be shooting out their car for fun. It's Idaho, bro. Like, that's just what we do around
I mean,
here.
honestly,
we do
dude,
be shooting.
you're a CEO now. You're technically, you're an owner of Behemoth, so the commenters might come after you. You gotta be
Yeah,
on the
it's
lookout.
it's
For the
dangerous out here for CEOs
That's
right now.
true. That's
yeah,
true.
That's true.
The
That's what they're
commenters
saying.
might.
But if you think
I'm the
about that
CFO,
CEO that got
so-
shot, he's actually, if you think about it, he's kind of like a drug dealer, and drug dealers do be getting shot.
Just don't go to the Altoona McDonald's.
That is
won't.
awfully specific.
That was, deep. That was a deep reference. I like that, actually. That's good.
Saints, I found my thing I was talking about
I've been
earlier.
to that
By the way,
McDonald's.
I know I told you to timestamp it, but yeah, I was just streaming away the other day, and I think I was just showing the overlay for the Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and this guy just pops in and says, "Oh fuck, is that 9 Rain?" But just if you can put the picture up on screen, just absolutely destroys his name. He spells it RAYNE question mark and then space whatever his name is. It just was crazy. I had to document that. That was
Got
I've
a
never
crush
seen
on 9
someone
Rain.
spell that.
Call me 9
Rain.
Gain. I don't know.
what?
We'll work on it.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
It's
I
not
just.
for-
Nine
Don't,
gay.
don't bring that to
Nine
the
gay.
workshop.
I'm
dude.
not.
Very early.
Maybe next week. Nah, sorry. I'm working on something. We'll,
Yeah, a little more.
I
Do
didn't
you
mean
guys
to
have any
derail.
good tweets today? I'm gonna be
We'll
honest.
get there. We'll get there when we get there. Maybe,
suck.
maybe not. I got one
Ooh.
about 9 Rain though.
Ooh, we
I
should
like.
make
I
9
saw a
Rain
funny
tweets.
one, but I'm not gonna tweet it, and I'm not even gonna say it on the podcast. But it is funny.
You should say it
Dude,
anyway.
now you have to
That's
say it.
stupid.
You gotta at least say it.
Yeah,
We can always,
say
we can
it,
always
dude.
cut it out, man. It's okay.
Look,
cut it out.
you will
Yeah,
have
last
to
time
cut
we
it
said
out
we were
if
gonna do
you-
that, it didn't cut out, and then
If you, yeah, T Bob was gonna say it again.
And then we
bro.
got
He was gonna say
demonetized,
it.
dude. We got demonetized. That's why we had to go.
Dude, no one knows what
That's-
anyone's talking about. You guys, how's the weather?
Dude.
Is it cold?
We got demonetized, bro. We had to go from an 8-bedroom mansion in Orlando to a 7.5 bedroom bedroom.
Ignoble said I could say it, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You gave me the go ahead.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't have the card, bro. That's not even.
Whoa, come on, man.
Dude, don't worry.
I
On
knew it.
Saturday, I'll back you up, bro. I got you.
Dude, I realized I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys since like Thanksgiving, and I wanted to know like how you guys' Thanksgiving went because I had quite an experience, but I know it's fucking Christmas, but I still want to talk about Thanksgiving. So
It is the holidays
Really the
after
last
all.
time you were
I think
on?
all of
Yeah,
us had a pretty
holidays is
normal
holidays.
Thanksgiving. We hung out with the cousins, ate the turkey, took the nap. Nothing crazy for us. What happened?
Did you
to
guys
Yeah,
also
I did
have
not.
the
I
same?
did not ruin Thanksgiving this time. with
Nice.
My cousin walked.
That
so.
motherfucker called me though. I don't know. Did you hear about that?
No, he called
What?
you.
I
Oh,
told
was
it
that
on-
on Thanksgiving? That was the night before Thanksgiving. Well, I guess
blackout
Well,
was
I told- it
Thanksgiving
was on the
morning.
Patreon cast, but
Oh my
I'll give you-
god! I don't know if I don't think I was on that pod. I don't
You
know.
were
Did
not.
you talk
You
about
wouldn't
this on
have
the
remembered
pod?
anyway. If
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
if
we
I
did
don't know
talk
what
about
state
that.
of mind you're in when you call me, but I don't think you remember what happened.
Dude,
probably
come
anyway,
on,
bro.
man! It's not that. It's not. If you'd seen what I'd seen, you would have.
Hilarious. What do you mean?
It's
Dude,
pretty good.
bro,
It's pretty
oh,
good.
dude. No, I'm not even. Wait, how do you know? Did you show them or just tell them?
Oh, we heard
No.
the story.
I told
Yeah,
the
he
story
went
on
through
the
the entire
Patreon cast.
thing.
It was a good Patreon.
Okay,
It was, you know, good
I
Patreon
guess I
story,
was
bro.
not on that pod after, but
No, you weren't. Yeah, I said yeah. But
I
basically,
kinda
no. Well, this
forgot
man
that
called
happened.
me, you know, at
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 3 a.m. and just hit me with the "you up," like he was trying to fuck me, but he wasn't. He just needed my help. He called me and he seemed very panicked, very frantic. He's like, dude, I came home and the oven is just blaring, full blast. It's going full blast. He's like, there's nobody in the house. He's like, and I can't turn it off. Like, and then he shows the camera and he's beep, beep, beep. He's pressing the button. He's like, it just won't turn off. It won't go off. And I'm like, okay, why don't you? I said, open it up. And he opens it up. I was like, is it hot? Like, is it going? And then I was asking him too if his parents would like. He was like, what about your parents? He's like, no, I can't wake them up. Like it's 3 a.m. And then
dude, I'm not. Like, you were the last
Imagine
resort
the
before waking them up.
craziest part of this story is when I'm like,
Dude,
is it hot
that
in
was
there?
the
And he
last
takes-
resort. Like,
The craziest part of the story is when I'm like, is it hot in there? And he takes his hand and just puts it on the grate. I'm on FaceTime like in my bed like, and then there's no reaction at all. And I'm like, is it hot? And he's like, it's kind of warm. And I'm just like, what is
dude, but it
going
was
on?
kind of warm.
And then I'm like, okay, let me see the interface. And then he shows me the interface and he keeps pressing. He's like, hey, look, it won't go off. I'm like, press one that says light. And he presses it and then the light goes off. And then we have the longest 5-second pause of all time, bro. And then I just started dying of laughter. I laughed for like a good,
Dude, no.
even after you hung up the phone, bro, I laughed for like another 3 minutes. I was fucking dying, bro. I was
Bro,
fucking
You
no.
dying.
woke your parents up for that. Clearly
Like, do
blackout
you-
drunk,
do
and
you
your
get
dad just
anxiety,
flicks the
Hamsey?
light off.
Are you past
Oh,
anxiety or do you still get anxiety?
I just know who I am. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just accepted
And then the
it.
best part
What
after
does
was
that
is,
mean,
like,
dude?
we have this moment where he just like he's like like the light is off and he's like, and then he starts laughing. I start fucking laughing too, bro. But yeah, he's like, you know what, man? I always know who to call. I knew I should have called you. Nobody else would have fucking helped me with this.
Honestly, dude, it did make me feel really. It did make me feel really, really warm inside that you answered, because I felt bad when I texted you. I was like, "Yo, are you up? Like, I need you for something." And I understand, like, out of context, like out of the blue, receiving that message from one of your boys, like you'd probably think something was really wrong. And I'm glad that like you didn't panic too much. Like you just were like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like fully ready to help. And okay, man, I don't know, dude. It might have been in my head. I took some magic chocolates that night, and like I could have sworn. So you saw me open the thing and put my hand on, and I
Dude,
didn't
that
get
was
burnt.
the most terrifying moment of FaceTime I've had in a while. I was like,
No, but before I called you, I opened up the thing, and I remember putting my hand on, and listen, man, it might have just been what was happening
dude, oven
in my
lights,
head
they
and
put off
stuff.
a little bit of heat.
But
like,
but,
so I
but
don't
I
think, you know?
did try checking before, and I feel like it was hot. I don't know. Maybe it
Dude,
was just.
If that oven was on anything over 300 degrees, your hand would have gone.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I remember no, but I was confused. I remember I was confused when like you said like, all right, see if it's hot, and I remember just putting my hand on, and I remember having like a confused. I remember having a confused moment, like this is not burning.
Dude, I was like-
it hit me at the same time. I was like, something's what the.
It's
fuck,
funny
dude?
because
Like,
in my head, I was like, he's either so fucked up he doesn't know he just did irreparable damage to his hand, or or he's an idiot and it's not actually on. I didn't know exactly.
dude,
Then I saw your
okay,
hand,
well,
you're fine. I
it
like,
was
okay.
the night before Thanksgiving. You guys know that's my favorite night to get fucked up.
I think it's a lot of people's favorite night.
It's America's
I think-
most favorite
I think
night.
that's just the day you do it.
And dude, I know we're joking about it. Okay, like, but like 110%, like, I still gotta say, dude, it was nice that you answered my call and were like ready to help, dude. I
Dude,
really
you
was
guys
like,
can call
like
me. I'll
I
pull
needed
up,
you
bro.
at that point, dude. I can't even tell you. Like, I was tripping, dude. Like, when I got home from the bar, like, fucked up, dude, and I like walked in. And like I know my parents had like people over for dinner and shit that night. So when I walked up and saw the kitchen like with the oven light on and stuff, I was like, "Oh fuck, dude! Like these motherfucking idiots left the fucking thing on." So I was like, "Okay, I'll go turn it off." And then I turned it off. It wasn't turning off, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this shit's not. Why is it not turning off, man?" and I couldn't figure out who to call. So I don't know, man. You were the one who came up in my mind. I had to call you.
Dude, I'm
And
always
you came.
I'm always there, man, for anybody. You can ask Saint Tits. I'm also, I feel like I'm always awake, So
No,
that's also good.
you answered the call fully.
Dude.
As stupid as the call might have been,
Dude, that was one of the best
were
moments of
there.
my life. I will never forget that. I laughed so fucking hard.
I can't believe we haven't even reviewed this until now. Like we.
Well,
fully
the
just
thing
didn't
is,
even
we
talk
all
about
talked about it. I think this is
I
your
guess-
first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
It was
that's
revealed
why.
just
Yeah,
without
because I
you.
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't on the phone, but I'm surprised that it was.
been here because I was curious how
I
much
know,
you actually
yeah.
remembered about it.
I'm just surprised we didn't even have a text the next morning. Like we just fully let it go until now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's true. I went into I
yeah.
wasn't. No, I remember I went into someone's stream after it. I was watching Uber's stream when that happened, and I was like, "Bro, Hamsey just called me at trying to turn his oven off at 3 a.m. He's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm serious." That was.
I love you, Malesh.
That was good. Dude, I got you. Anyway,
Yeah.
Noah, did you have a story or something about Thanksgiving? Sorry, we got derailed, but it was
No,
nice to cover
that was a
again.
great story. I'm so glad you shared that with me because that's a very it's a very touching moment right there.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I was wondering if you guys also had the Thanksgiving experience of just of the talk of politics during your Thanksgiving dinner, because trust me, it's usually you think of immigrant people are typically liberal or whatever, but I'd say for the most part I've seen people like immigrant families who are typically doing well for themselves lean more towards conservative side of things. So
yeah, they do.
long
dude.
story short, it's just like we're over there. Like I was at my family's place. We had some cousins over, some family friends over, and like the door opens and like immediately it starts. They start talking about politics somehow and it ends up becoming to the point where like the first thing not even politics really, the first guy walks in, he looks at me, he's like a smoker's voice, he's like, "Son, are you still working for the white man?" I'm like, "What? Like, what the fuck are you talking?" He's like, "Yeah, those white men are bad for you. And I'm telling you, you need to quit your job before the end of the year and go out and work for yourself. You deserve to be you." I'm like, okay. Anyways, that goes on. We have our dinner. Things are going okay for the most part. Mostly they have like the younger generation people sitting on this side of the table, and then they have like the older people on this side. And the first thing somebody says is like, look like we're dividing up over here. We got the Trumpers on this side and the loser Democrats over there, liberals.
That guy did. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
you got-
And the thing, it just
that's-
wasn't one person. It was just like all the dads and uncles and everybody. As soon as there's like one drink in their system, they're just like, "You fucking liberals lost. You guys suck." And I'm like,
No, dude.
Oh, wow.
like I'm not a politically vocal person, but even at the end of this, one thing our family likes to do is play a bunch of board games with everybody, get everybody involved. And we made Pictionary teams, and the first thing is like, how do we divide teams up? Let's go with the Democrats, the losers, versus us, the Trumpers.
Oh my god.
Wait, is
crazy.
your whole family Indian? Because you sound white, dude. You're getting
Yeah,
political.
it's-
you're playing board games.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
the
know, man. Like,
Yeah.
I just unmasked it,
You're wearing a
deep down
Star
inside.
Wars Christmas hoodie. Like, it's not looking good, man.
yeah,
Every
you got-
time
you
I
have
get
an
on the
Asian
podcast-
girlfriend, dude, you're honorarily white. Like, you're not getting deported.
Dude, you're
Like,
back to the barbecue,
You're coming
man.
with us, buddy.
You want to
Before I
hang
get
out,
on the
Ignoble?
podcast or go live, I just grab the fucking
Want
makeup
to hang out
and
like
just rub it
after
on.
this, like outside of
Don't
this?
do whiteface, but chill.
Yeah, I
You
just need to
should.
get that off my chest, dude. That shit was like, it was so annoying because I'm just like, I can tolerate like one or two like political like snide comments, but it was the entire night.
Interesting.
Multiple people are just like, these liberals, you guys losers, just like Kamala Harris.
I feel like that's the
Kamala.
issue. So, like, for me, no one talks about politics, but here's why: is because like most of my family is from fucking Appalachia, so like. We know what's going on there, like, like we know what's happening. Okay, like it's either most of my family, they don't care about it, or they're fucking conservative. It's like I feel like that's why it's not talked about those, because like everybody's like, it's fucking, it doesn't really need to be said, But when you have all this diversity, so that makes sense.
I didn't know you were
Yeah.
Appalachian American. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my
Can I get some
Thanksgiving,
free money?
Are you
I
allowed to
walked
say it,
around with a
Seth?
laptop in my hand playing leagues the whole time. I was just leaguesing away on my laptop. That was the only difference this year. And like same thing. There's no diversity in my family. Look at me, dude. Come on. There's nothing going on here.
Yeah. But I feel like
man,
when
yeah.
everybody's like from that like same area, pretty strict, like I feel like it's not really brought up or talked about ever. Also, I don't know. I think like most people in my family are pretty respectful about it. That's fucking wild though. So ask you if you're working for the white man. That's kind of crazy.
How did I just
That
get
was-
there? And
And
Oh,
what'd you
did I
tell
miss
them?
the
Did you
beginning
tell
of the
them yes?
story?
Did you tell them yes, Ignoble? Do you work for the white man?
I work for a white woman, so
Oh,
Kinda
Oh,
halfway
they
through.
probably
Yeah.
were pissed, dude. They were pissed
Oh,
about that.
shit,
weren't
that's
they?
way worse, bro.
you work
Jesus
for
Christ.
a woman?
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of things are clicking right now. I get it now. I get it. That's why you're so. That's
Is
why
she
you hate
bad?
him.
What? Wait, what? I love white
Is she-
women.
Is she bad,
I
your
know.
boss, or is she old?
She's like north of 65, so
Oh
yes, she's bad.
hell yeah, dude.
I'd smash just based on her
Hamsey's
bank
into that,
account.
I
Bro,
think.
Pelosi's got plumpers.
Yeah.
All right.
Pelosi
Pelosi
Plumper,
Plumpers,
Mama
yeah.
Losi's.
The Mama Losties, dude. Like those are real. Well, they're probably not real.
Yeah,
sadly.
someone
They're
sent my
real
employer that
saggy, is
tweet.
what they are.
Bro. She's 80. Leave her alone.
Nah, dude. If someone's got,
She got
saggy
nice tits,
I'm
dude.
calling them out. Sorry.
Yeah. What you got doing nice tits like that?
Jesus fucking
dude,
Christ, Hamsey.
I got a
What
segue,
was
dude. I got a segue.
Timestamp. You want
God,
timestamp
dude,
this?
this is a
That'd be fine.
timestamp. This is
I was about
absolutely
to-
a
I was
timestamp.
about to be like, hey, man, you
Don't
should
timestamp
timestamp
it, bro.
Leave
Let
that
him.
in,
Let
you
him.
bastard.
Yeah.
Please
Leave
leave
That's
that
it.
in,
This is just
dude.
real. This is real. This is based after dark. Okay, this isn't based around dusk. Okay, we're talking about Pelosi's boobs. But we
It's
can't
not called
dive-
Based After Dusk.
This is why people introduce legislation to ban white guys from buying podcast equipment. Is because of that, dude. Like,
Dude,
that's
not
what
everyone
it
needs a
is.
podcast. And we
Dude,
certainly
not
don't
everyone.
need one, but we kind of have
we
fun
don't.
doing one.
We
So
don't, dude. We've proven that time and time again.
We need a podcast, man.
it's fine. If you say we don't need one, we don't need one. We're not going to fucking disagree with you, but we want one and we have fun doing
We
one.
want
so.
one, so we made one.
Oh, yeah. My bad, guys. I didn't
No
mean to
problem.
bring
We
shame
can.
to our
I
family.
got. There's a topic. You know. Do we do topic? We can do a topic.
Yeah,
Go for it. T Papa, you said you had a segue.
Yeah. No, there's this topic that's been sitting there. It's a lot. You know, we're gonna tame back a little bit from Pelosi plumpers, and we're gonna get right into some real stuff because we are all professional gamers besides Ignoble.
Oh god.
And
okay.
we got this question. What's something in your desk gaming setup that is a must-have that most people wouldn't think of? I'm working on adding to mine. And
like
I
that,
got
actually.
something. I got something that I always do. I always talk about it on stream, and I've wanted to show it off on the pod. On my desk, always within hand's reach, is a lint roller for my mouse pad. I got a mouse pad
Dude.
that's constantly
Hey, man.
lint rolled. Oh, dude, let's fucking go.
No way.
Let's go, my man. Dude, the lint roller for
Just a couple of
stream.
white guys over here.
Dude, legit, dude. Tasty had to get up. He got up and went
Dude,
and
you
got
gotta
his.
get up,
but,
bro. You're not a
dude,
fucking real lint roller, bro.
bro,
You
the
fucking,
lint roller. Oh,
You
Ignoble
fucking
had one
liberal
pretty
swine.
soon.
You should have that
All
on your
right.
desk, man. You're not fucking real like us.
I like that. The lint roller within hands reach is a fucking must. This
Damn,
thing,
is that a thing? I
Dude,
didn't
it
know
has a
that.
rev- I
Y'all
love
got
it, dude.
cats?
the
Oh
lint roller.
man.
I do actually have
Yo.
cat, and maybe that's why. But the lint roller on the mouse pad is like the fucking. It is life
No, this is
changing.
legit.
Yeah, it's
I
almost like
didn't
I
think
got a
about
new
that.
mouse
That's
pad like
Damn, I was
almost
about to just
every
buy a
day.
new mouse pad.
Well, you
You
can
can
toss
throw
a
them in
lot
the
of mouse
washing
pads
machine.
in the washing machine. Yeah, I do. I have two mouse pads that are exactly the same that I rotate through every couple months. But I'm lint rollering my mouse pad at least once a day, sometimes twice, and it is
Wow, that's
game
crazy, man.
changing for the setup.
Dude, the amount of you that just like fully had that ready to go is like very shocking to me. Like I'm like
Well,
Oh,
I
it's
use it
tech.
on my clothes pretty fairly because I've got the dog that sheds a lot.
it's
Yeah.
almost to the point where I'm like, am I weird for not having a lint roller? Like, am I dirty?
Yes.
Wait,
Like,
you don't
I
have a
know.
lint
Yeah,
roller
yeah.
just in
General,
general?
this is life
You have
changing.
one at all?
No, I have a lint roller, just not. It's not one of my. The question was, what
Dude,
do
I
you
have
have at
them
your?
everywhere. There's
It's
like,
not on my
like
desk. It's
I
in
got
my
mine.
bathroom.
I got a bunch
I have
throughout
to
the
go to my
house just
bathroom.
because
I
of
got
the
mine for
cats.
my
It's
closet.
just
No.
strategic. I have
I'd
some
say
next
the-
to the clothes. I have some next to the hat rack. You know, you got to keep the lint off. Like
Yeah, I
the
got-
worst,
I got
the
a
most
six-pack
disgusting
at
thing is when
Costco.
you see somebody who's got a fucking hat on. It's got like hair and fucking crust all over it. That's the worst, bro.
I'd say there's four items always like on my desk. Now that I'm looking at like 4 items that are not like computer wise. I always got some chapstick, because we be yapping our fucking gums off.
Really? I don't
Doing
ever
this
use
shit.
chapstick.
Yeah. Oh, I always have chapstick.
I will
not
I got
record a
someone
video
stole
or
it
go
from
live.
me. Someone stole it from me, but I used to always have a fucking jar of Vaseline like next to me, and like you always fuck with me thinking as if it's like I'm using it for fucking freaky shit. But like,
Bro,
dude,
who?
no, I
Have
genuinely
you ever
use that.
jerked off with
Vaseline.
Vaseline? I don't. That's not really a thing.
No, that's what I'm
No,
saying. You're a
that's
fucking
weird.
weirdo if you're fucking
I don't
thinking
know
about
anyone
that,
that's
'cause-
done that. Have any of you done
No,
that?
that's what I'm saying. If you're a real gooner,
I don't
you're
think
not
so,
using
no.
Vaseline, dude.
It's
So,
too,
like-
thick, like a petroleum based.
You're only exposing yourself to being fake,
I
I guess. If you see someone with like the jar of Vaseline petroleum jelly, and you're like, "Oh, are you jacking the?" Oh, that's how I know you're not a real freak, like because you ain't using that shit if you're actually using that shit for that. But I've always got some chapstick over here. I always have like some kind of either quarter empty or empty can of whatever I was drinking last night. It could either be a Four Loko, it could be an energy drink, most likely actually energy drink, or an empty beer glass. And then I have usually a bottle opener. This is actually for 2 ways. I could use this either for opening bottles or, when like Duke mining was a thing.
Wait, so is
you
having
put
an
this-
empty bottle, is that a must-have for you? Like, you have to have an empty bottle?
Is that
That's
to
what the
pee in?
question
No,
is.
it's not a must-have. It's just always must. It's just always there.
Okay.
No
And
matter
you
what
put it
I
on
do.
the space bar to just
Sorry,
let
he never
Duke
answered
mining.
the
Yeah. So the this acts as dual use. Duke mining. This is what I would use for my, yeah. And then I got my thing of melatonin next to my whenever I'm sending off stream. As I'm ending stream, I literally pull one of these out, pop that shit, and
You pop a melly every
Yeah.
night.
yeah.
I don't
Saint
think
told me
that's
that's
good
gonna
for
give me
you, right?
Alzheimer's.
I stopped
don't
the
know if that's-
melatonins. They were just fucking with my head too much.
Yeah, I've heard melatonin isn't great if you take it every night.
It's
I
bad
don't know
dreams.
why. I've
I
just
can't. I
heard it.
couldn't do the
Study-
dreams anymore.
Well, I don't
Suggest
take it
that
every
it
night.
is
Probably just like
not-
6 out of 7.
Is
Yeah, you're good.
typically
Trust me,
not
you're fine.
good. Not bad.
No, trust me, you're good. Don't worry about it.
No, Noble's a doctor.
Bro,
That-
I combined one with an Ambien one time. Holy fuck!
I like combining. I like smushing it together with a THC indica gummy, and I take them at the same time. I call that a sleepy tablet.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I was gonna
That's
show
what you take when
guys
you-
mine.
That's what you take when you come home from the club and you're just a little.
Can't believe
I
you
struggle
just-
with sleep, so I like researched a little
Like
bit
oil
about it,
absorbing
and yeah, the
sheets.
melatonin. There was not a lot of. I mean, like it works, but
I
it's-
think I have deeper sleep. Like it doesn't help me fall asleep,
Yeah.
but I have deeper sleep.
I've been
but the
hitting
deep sleep,
the
the nightmares, bro. The melly
I hit
nightmares are real.
the magnesium.
I smoke. That's why
gummies.
you smoke weed, so you don't remember the nightmares.
My oil.
I've heard magnesium's good. You like that?
That's what I. Well, I mean, that's what I've been using.
Allegedly.
It's not like melatonin. It's less intense, but it definitely has helped me sleep a little bit for sure.
There's like different types of magnesium too, so you have to get the right one because there's magnesium citrate, which makes you shit yourself, and then there's
What kind of doctor are
Fuck
you?
yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. I got my degree online. Fucking University of Phoenix.
I'm trying to
online
look
or
at things
whatever.
on my desk that are
Dude.
essential that you need.
a
Tylenol,
knife.
if you have that if you're trying to lock in and put in some hours in the game and your fucking head hurts because you're fucking dehydrated or
Pop that shit.
etc., throw the Tylenol in. Also, probably not good for your health, but every now and then it's okay. Just chuck one back. Be all right.
I think there's
I
two
don't
things
do-
on
I
my
don't keep
desk
shit
which
on my
are
desk.
huge. I keep a lotion, like a heavy oil lotion type thing on my desk because as a man of color, I get ashy sometimes, and your elbows got to stay moistened up. So I just be lotioning up my elbows and shit and my knees, especially in the winter. That's important. And the other thing is I have a stretchy band, which I
That was a
sometimes just
leash for
stand
a
up.
second.
I mean, I wish, but I just use
he
this to stretch my
asphyxiates
shit.
himself.
Yeah, I just like usually just sit here and just like little-
For when he
little
turns on Pokemon stream and really wants to have some fun. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know what it's for.
Um,
But it's pretty nice though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a guy. I mean, we're all people who've been sitting at our computers for better part of
Yeah.
a decade, and standing up and actually just like stretching my shoulders with this is like life changing. Like even for like a
Yeah,
minute
you
or two, it
actually.
feels
I just
so good.
reminded me. I've I put in the wash and I can't find it, and I'm kind of upset because I think Amazon discontinued the one that I bought, so I can't buy another one. But another thing that I've always had on my desk is I have this wristband that I put when my fucking carpal tunnel starts acting up.
Have something recent that I've added. With it's obviously since now the point in my life where I'm spending a lot more time on the computer. I have the blue light glasses. Don't worry. Sometimes I'll throw them out like after I'm like 4 hours into the stream and these
I like when you wear those.
These are searing my fucking retinas out. I'll throw these on for a couple hours, and then like when I'm working on whatever, like YouTube shit or doing whatever on the computer, I've been putting these on, and my eyes feel way better. Like actually, because I was like waking up, and I was like, have you ever like been on the computer for a super long time? You wake up the next day and your fucking eyes hurt. Like actually, it's from like fucking if you like get addicted to some game and play like
no, the science is there. The science is there, 100%.
Yeah, like I've been like I've like it actually has been very helpful. So like if you're fucking locking in and doing long hours on the computer, especially if you're like really focused, if you're like because there's a couple new games, especially during my big break I took, I fucking no life a couple games, and like when you're fucking staring really hard at the computer screen, like it actually makes a big difference. So,
honestly, man, that's so fucking true. Because like when I go to work some nights, like if I like stream the night before, I get comments more often about like you look tired, even though if I like slept 8 hours. It's like I feel like you just have like a
put them on now.
Like your eyes just look a little retreated.
Just try makeup. Put on a little.
Dude, it's literally.
It
is not fair.
I know you.
Women. It is not fair that women have makeup and societally men don't. Like.
No. I think more men wear makeup than you would think. Like number one, a lot of all news anchors, all TV personalities wear,
if you're on
which
TV.
is essentially what we are. So if anyone should wear makeup, it should be streamers. But I know, I mean, this is
your
probably
number one
skewed because I'm like
source
a
for RuneScape
metrosexual.
news. That good?
I've got some alternative friends, but I know at least like 5 to 10 guys that wear like not like makeup, but like like a light foundation, like just like the eye bag's gone, that sort of stuff. It's more common than you would think.
Like, can't trust nobody, bro.
Probably not in Tennessee, but in Phoenix, we got some.
I had to. I remember going when I had just graduated college, and I was like in that like phase of interviewing for jobs rapidly, just constantly sitting in interviews, just casting a wide net, and also. I just graduated college, so I ain't got classes, I ain't got jobs. I'm also fucking around a lot. And I remember one morning, like I was throwing up so hard, and I have this thing. I mean, a lot of other people do have it too, but I have it pretty big where like I will throw up, and if I'm like especially hanging my head low, I'll like pop these blood vessels in my eyes, in my face. So like I'll have all these like veins showing all over my face. Anyone?
Dude, you had that good gag. That's when you have that gag. I've had that gag where you have like the red striations all over your face.
If you gag hard, if you like gag really hard, or if you like heave really hard, or if you like hang your head low while you're throwing up, you'll like pop blood vessels in your face while throwing up. If you're like throwing up super aggressively.
Dude, you ever have one of those where I'm talking like you're fucking like you do it like 8 times and you just get like the little like you get nothing.
Well,
bro.
I've over time had that enough to where I like can usually be a little conscious of like the way I'm puking, so I like make sure to keep my head up, and I make sure not to like you don't want to like heave. You don't want to have that like like where all the pressure gets to your head.
Loosen the throat.
You want to like
let it out.
Yeah.
Bro,
you want to. I mean, dude, it is a skill, bro. But like, I've also had experiences.
Have you puked from drinking?
Oh, I puke from drinking even when I'm not even hungover. Like
how many? I asked how many times.
I can't even answer that question for you. But like, I puke.
Dude, maybe
but
we
the thing
did
is, I also
October
puke.
like 2 months. Like maybe
He didn't even
maybe
try.
3.
He didn't
What were
even
your
try
3
to
months, man?
figure it
Dude,
out.
we
About
went
3
to
months.
we went to Dollywood, and I didn't even have a single drink the whole day, and I was still puking like all night when
Well,
I got.
that's because you had
back.
15 drinks the day before. That's
No. But this was the night
the
of.
morning
This
at
wasn't the
Cracker
drink. This
Barrel,
wasn't.
didn't
This
you?
wasn't the hangover. This wasn't the
Did you puke
hangover
at
from the.
Cracker Barrel?
Okay, yeah, I had a hangover from
Dude,
the
what would
day
we do
before.
4 months of sober?
you
I
got
got
your
over
beer
it.
Like
thing
4 months
too.
a
Like
year.
you got
What do
the
you like?
dizziness.
Do you think you do 4 months?
4 months?
Yeah,
I could do
man.
1 month, like easy.
What about 2 though? Maybe 2.
But like, what's in it for me?
Health
I
and
get to be your
longevity.
friend past 40 years old.
I probably could. I don't know.
Okay.
But also, like, I'm also saying, like aside from my own habits that I have, like, I'm also very familiar with throwing up. Like since I was a little kid, you know, like plane rides, car rides, any boat activity. Like, I throw up, dude. Sometimes I even like, sometimes I won't even be drinking and I'll still throw up, like from like roller coasters and shit, or like sometimes, you know, I like to like get real high every now and then and have like a really fucking big meal, like throw up from that.
Ignoble, as a doctor, as a medical professional, how are you taking this in right now?
Keep doing you, bro. Live your life.
He's beside himself.
Oh, he froze, dude. Never mind. Oh my
That's
god.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you froze. You're back.
He's back.
Oh,
now.
really? Hello.
The face you froze on was hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it looked like you were disappointed in me, but I knew you froze because I knew you wouldn't be disappointed in me.
Oh no, dude, you do you, man.
Do you-
I gotta like save up for the flowers for your funeral sometime sooner than later. But yeah.
No, this is already before.
No,
Maybe
I
it's
do
like-
I
Can we
do-
talk
I
about-
do
Can
what
we
you
talk
did,
about
though.
you again, by the way? I never got around to this because you missed that week. This is the same week that I talked about the oven light story. You said you were going to Miami for a weekend, and you're talking
Oh.
about, you're talking about how it was going to be chill, and I was like, okay. And I checked, I think it was Saturday, I just was like looking at Twitter, and I see you tweeted, I'm a piece of salt riding on the waves throughout this ocean that we call life. The fuck are you
I
doing,
took
man?
Tusi that night for the first time.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
How was Tusi? Can we talk about that? What's
I
that
That's
mean,
like?
Patreon,
let's
but
let's
nice
let's,
try.
let's get to that on the Patreon. But
Yeah.
Dude, you have okay. So is that Miami weekend? Is that did things happen? Are you okay?
we can touch on the Patreon.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not
Touch your ass
trying.
lady
I'm not going to bait anyone. I'm not going to bait anyone. If you're hearing,
Is it gonna be one of those times where you're like,
Hamsey,
it's not that
if
big a
you're
deal,
hit-
and then you
no,
end
no,
up in this
no, no,
crazy
no, but really,
situation
really,
where you're
really,
almost
really,
dead, your
like,
ass
if
is
you're
getting ate.
expecting anything similar to the last Miami trip, like, listen, it wasn't. No, was not that.
You said that
All right.
last time, Dan. You said it wasn't a big deal, and then you got.
I know.
you were coming
So
in the
you
strip
just
club.
we just got to rule out there was no coming into hookers' hands this time. Strippers.
There's no
no
coming into
cum.
anything
Hmm.
besides my own hand at my.
Oh, but you
bed
did get
in
a
my
jerk
hotel
off.
room
That's
at
good.
the-
That's good. Nice. No,
Well
that's
done.
still huge.
Cool.
Santa's very happy that you jerked off in Miami and a hooker didn't do it, man. He's really
Yes.
proud.
Back on
You're
the
on
nice
you're
list.
on the nice list,
Good
dude.
job.
Dude, I know what you're talking about when you're talking about like serial puking when you're younger, because I suffered from like very bad motion sickness. I sit in a plane takes off, I'm puking. I'm sitting in a car,
Oh,
even
yeah.
now if I'm sitting in a car and I'm focused on like my phone or something, I get nauseous. I sit in the back seat of a car and someone else is driving, sometimes
Oh.
I get fucking nauseous. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is
I drive every
ass.
road trip.
Yeah.
Cannot.
Ugh.
I mean, like as a kid, like I remember I used to get on planes with, family trips or anything. I would sit. My mom would like, you know how they have like a barf bag in the pocket, but in front of your seat. My mom would check to make sure mine had a barf bag, and then she would look at hers to make sure she had a barf bag. She would put hers in mine, and then she would be like, "We need two more." They were like, "You already have them," and she's like, "No, you don't know this kid. He needs two more." Like, he's already guaranteed to puke once at takeoff, once at landing, and like we don't know what's gonna happen between, so we need two more
Oh,
just in case.
no.
As a flight attendant, you got to be so pissed. You're just like, oh my god, are you
Dude,
fucking
I've
kidding
never
me?
seen
dude?
anyone puke on a plane in my life. And
One
I've flown,
time.
like hundreds of times.
No, 2 times. I take it back. 2 times I've seen it.
Oof.
Are they
I
good
puke on a
stories,
lot
or
of
was it
flights,
just
dude.
like they just
I'd rather
puked?
have that than Cheeto bag lady.
One time, a chain reaction happened, and I think 3 or 4 ended up puking. And then one time, someone puked. And we could not figure it out who it was around us because we were all kind of like murmuring, like, ooh, who's the fucking? We all smell it, And then the smell just did not go away for hours. So it was probably it was awful. Yep.
Do you want to know the worst thing I've ever heard in my life? Like the most disturbing fact? T-Papa,
No,
you're
but
gonna
I'm
love this
sure
one.
the listeners want to hear it though.
In a blind smell test, 90% of people cannot tell the difference between vomit and Parmesan cheese.
Wow, I could, but that's
I wish I didn't know
interesting.
that.
Yeah.
I see it.
That is
Parmesan
fascinating.
cheese is a
feel
lot
like
more
I
like
could.
feet though.
Well,
I
That is
totally.
fascinating
Then
to
it
me
is throw
because
up.
that is how I understood. That is how I smell Parmesan cheese. I was like, this smells like I don't want to ingest it. I don't
Do you wanna
understand.
know
why
what's
people
the
like
thing?
that.
smell it, and I could smell it 'cause we're
as a
pricks.
massive
I totally
cheese,
could. I'm
as the
positive I
cheese
could.
connoisseur, like massive cheese connoisseur, like I want that shit to smell like throw up, bro. I know it's about
Oh,
to hit.
God.
It's
Yeah.
about the
Saying.
fucking. I want it to fucking
Next
smell
time I throw up,
like
I'm
the
gonna leave it.
dirtiest
and-
seed of all time.
I'm gonna leave it in the toilet next time I throw up, and then we're gonna grab some Parmesan cheese.
I want
do a
that blue
blind
cheese to
taste.
smell
melt
it,
my
yeah.
fucking nose hairs when it gets close, bro. I'm
the
Dude,
more
you
it
know what's
smells
another
like
weird-
a person's body
you know what's
or
a
something
weird-
that comes out of the body.
You know, it's
the
a
better the
weird
cheese is.
blind smell thing that I have that I constantly get crossed. Is the smell of weed, like really dank skunk grass and coffee. I
Wow.
don't know what it is.
You know what mine is? It's
I
the
actually could get
20-year-old
that a little
farmhouse cheese from Joe Bachon. I think about it every day I wake up. I can fucking smell it right now.
And
God.
what though?
That's it.
I
just
do
that,
love.
dude.
I love a farmhouse.
But what do
cheese,
you
dude.
think it smells like?
Dude, that shit was funky. I can't describe
Oh.
what that even smelled like, dude. Honestly, I don't even know.
Okay.
Like,
Does it
I
smell
really
you think
don't even-
about?
I think about it, dude. I think about getting back to that moment. Hopefully one day. But
Do you guys have like a distinctive like? So they say like we have very good, nasal capabilities, and I've seen that all of you guys do as well. Like, what
Fuck yeah.
is there a particular is there a particular smell that is like sticks with you forever that you cannot get out of your brain, good or bad?
Knees.
For Seth, it's what?
Gasoline.
mine
love
is
to smell
definitely
gasoline, dude.
smelling
I
a
love
human that's
gasoline.
burned
Love
alive
that
in a
shit, dude.
car. Yeah, that's definitely mine.
Oh, okay.
You won't forget
Cool.
that, boss. You ain't gonna forget that one. That
Well, let me tell you about gasoline.
or the poor Asian lady that hung herself in a barn that had been hanging there in the summer for about 2 weeks. That was a pretty tough one. I won't forget that one.
Okay.
So mine are
Well,
mostly
you
like
didn't have
not
to
that dark.
answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mine was like
Thank
I
you
left
so much
some
for that,
milk
Seth.
in
Thank
the
you so much. I'm sure everyone appreciates that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I left some milk out for 2 days, so there's that.
Dude, there's this one guy who was under like a shed. He had died under a shed. And the fucking
Bro, you
so the
gotta
corner-
stop. What the
No,
hell?
no, this is
man?
funny. This is funny, kind of.
Yeah, this is funny.
The
He's
corner
fucking
people-
dead under the shed. Wait
I'm
for it. I got the
laughing, I'm
punchline
laughing.
coming.
Wait. Give me a second. So the corner people go to grab this guy, right? Like pull him out, and his fucking leg just pulls off like
That's
fucking
not funny.
Fuck
What are
around.
you talking
I'm
about?
laughing.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm laughing.
like some fucking
That shit is
like
gold,
some
bro.
prime rib, just
Oh, dude.
Don't call it prime.
Bro,
bro,
Joe,
alright,
he
well,
was in the
Twitter
fucking.
workshop.
Wait, no. I have
He
I have a
was in
good
the
one before.
trigger, dude. He was in
Have
the
any of you
trigger.
guys have any of you guys had any close close counters with like a skunk that sprays?
Yeah.
Just
I
dead
actually
ones on the
have
road
when I
all the
was younger.
time. No.
So
dude. So this one
So-
I'm just kidding.
my
was a dead
my
guy.
house that I was living in my sophomore year of college, there was it wasn't we never saw it, but like every morning we would wake up, not every morning, but maybe every couple mornings, like we'd wake up randomly and it would just smell like shit outside. And like we don't know, we're a bunch of city boys. We have this one super redneck roommate of the five of us. Like this dude was born in the woods, I'm pretty sure. He was like, "Oh, I know that smell. That's a skunk, dude." And I was like, "What? Like, how do we know it's a skunk?" He's like, I know that's a skunk. It's coming around our house at night, and it's been spraying like here and there. I guess I don't know like how often they spray or what their tendencies of spraying are. I know they spray when they're scared or whatnot.
Dude, how
And,
different does it smell? Because like a lot of people have like drove by a skunk or whatever, but dude, if you get it up close, it's a different experience. It's like a different smell. I don't even know how to
Well, this is
explain
what
it.
I've also
smelled it
learned during this
close.
point is that there's a lot of like there's a whole range of like what a skunk it can let out like a little fart, and that will still fuck your day up. You know, if it's in your backyard. There was instances of skunks like getting like roadkill on the road, like they get run over by a car, and I guess that's the last thing you do. What else were you going to do when your last dying moments? Let one rip. So that lets out like an even bigger one. But there was one that was just, it was like evident that like, dude, this guy was a real redneck hunter, like farm boy. And he could tell, he was like, there's tracks and things like there's a skunk fucking around our house late night, and like it's farting. It's leaving little fart drips here and there, and like that shit sticks the whole day. Like it's not like a crop dust situation, you know. Like this actually stays with you. And so he's like, I'm gonna take care of this situation. I'm gonna kill the skunk. He had like a pellet gun, and so he went and bought a skunk trap. And so one night before we go to bed, he lays out the skunk trap in the backyard. And we wake up the next morning, and we're like, my boy's girlfriend is like, "Yo, there's a fucking skunk like caught in the thing." So she wakes us all up. We all wake up. We're like, "No way, dude! Like, we were fucking right, dude. We named it. We named it Josie after this girl that we knew who was a total
Aw.
skunk, dude."
Fucking
so
skunk
we-
ass bitch. Fuck
we were,
Josie.
dude, we like at
She
this
gave me
point we had
chlamydia.
never even seen Josie in the flesh, but like here she was in the cage. Like we caught her. So we woke up our boy Luke, who was our redneck roommate. We're like, "Dude, Luke, like you set this trap, like you got it, like here she is, like what are you gonna do?" And he like just gets up and he's like, "All right, fucking here we go." And he starts pulling out his pellet gun, which looks like a full-on just fucking gun. Like I can't tell the difference between this and a normal gun. And I was like, "What are you doing with that? What are you okay?" And then I see him getting on our driveway, and he sees the skunk caught in this trap and fucking shoots it. And I was like, man, you know, like I feel bad
does
that
it
like
die? Does he kill it?
well, I was like, I feel bad that like homeboy or homegirl had to die. But I guess like circle of life, what can you do? But the thing is, he hit it in like a non-fatal spot.
You hit it with a
So-
pellet gun. That's like not gonna kill it.
It's a pellet gun. It's a
not a
pellet
good
gun.
gun
It's
to
not like
kill
a
a skunk
full-on.
with,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's been
I was like, dude,
maimed.
you gotta headshot that to get the kill.
22 would be.
I was like, I
ideal.
thought you were an experienced hunter. Little did I know, fucking amateur. That's why you lost us that beer pong game that one night. But what am I gonna say? But and then anyways, he hits it and it's in a non-fatal wound, and he shoots it again, and the second shot killed it. But there was about like 30 seconds between those two shots, and after that first shot, Josie was spraying her life away.
Oh,
Like whatever she had left to give, she was giving. And this is maybe like 15 feet away from our house. And that's what she did with her last 30 seconds was just spray, 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 spray. And holy motherfuck, I couldn't even be inside my house for like 2 days. Like I went and stayed at my girlfriend's house. I was like, this
Oh,
is just
no,
fuck.
dude.
I can't even be inside. Like I can't even be in my bedroom, dude. It smells. And my roommates who this is like, well, I actually was thinking about this when we were talking about the smells of like things that smell like each other. Like what my two roommates who stayed at the house, what they did was they just rolled the fattest blunts ever and just sat there chain smoking blunts all day to make the house smell like something not. They just closed all the windows and all the doors and just did nothing but smoke blunts so that the house would smell like anything besides skunk.
did it work?
Huh.
I think it worked for them. I wasn't there. I was getting far away from there.
I feel like when you try to hide, well, okay, when you try to hide the smell of weed, it usually just ends up smelling like that thing and weed. So I feel like using weed to cover something up would just make it smell like skunk and weed.
Pretty true. Dude, it's like fucking Lysol. Remember, like when you were younger and someone fucking would just take the most rancid shit and then rip Lysol, and it just smells like
There's Lysol and shit,
Lysol.
dude. Yeah.
Oh,
So
it doesn't
bad.
change it. Yeah, it doesn't
Ever, bro.
cover it.
No, not at all.
No, you need something else.
Terrible,
Like
bro.
Febreze is
You need
actually
something
decently effective.
Febreze is decent. Yeah, it's definitely better. That,
You
that
ever
was like
Febreze your football pads? You just Febreze the fuck out of them?
Oh yeah, I would do cleats, pads, everything, bro. Especially when that.
I mean, if your
especially
back's
remember when
really against the
Febreze
wall-
came out, like people were pedaling that hard. Like everybody
Bro,
had Febreze
I was Febrezing all my shit in high school,
Yeah.
dude.
for sure.
I mean, if your back's really against the wall, just rip a cig in that house and no one can
Yeah,
smoke
that,
any
dude,
weed.
that's
Like,
gotta fucking,
I'll do
that's
it.
gotta
Dude,
fix it for
so
sure.
before we do the Twitter workshop, I did when you're talking about the skunk, it reminded me. This happened like maybe a month ago. Or no, this is like 2 months ago because the yard was looking real nice. This is the backyard. Like I have this big, nice, open backyard. And I'm literally just sitting on the back porch, just hanging out. Literally, I was just hanging out. Like, I just wanted to go outside and just hang out for a little bit. And I see a skunk. He comes out into the middle of the yard, like real slow and weird. Like he's like fucking just barely crawling along. And he like gets to the middle of this like my wide open backyard. Like there's no trees. Like well, there's trees back, but like in this area, he's fully exposed, and he just kind of goes up like this. He looks up, and then he falls over, and he died. He fucking died right there. Bro died. Just died in the middle of the yard. That was his last moment. I just witnessed it because I was hanging out on the back
You didn't even
porch.
try to save him?
Nah, dude, the vultures,
Was he just, like,
he was
old?
gone in a few days, bro. They came in,
Ooh.
to the circle of life. But yeah, dude,
That's the circle of life, dude. Just
he
like
literally,
Mufasa
like,
said.
it was the most, because it was sunny day, like, the grass was fresh cut. Like, he legit, like, he, like, raised up and was just kind of, like, doing this, and then he just fell over. He fucking died.
Maybe he had a prion disease. Maybe he had, like,
I'm not
chronic wasting
I'm not
disease
sure,
or
but it was
something.
one of the most interesting, like, because I actually do like living out here, see a lot of cool nature stuff, but that was like, I was like, what the fuck? And then yeah, dude, the next few days,
deposed,
the vultures
discard.
were circling, and then I went out there, and there was just bones left after a couple days, man. But
Shout out the boy. I hope he lived a good life.
yeah, hopefully, but yeah. All right, we can do the tour workshop now, if you guys want to. Unless somebody else has any skunk stories.
Got none.
No skunk stories,
skunked
sorry. Dude got bad tweets, though.
Bring him in.
I guess
What do we got?
do you have skunks in Arizona or no?
No.
Okay.
Actually, maybe. Maybe, I bet we do up north.
Dude, they're everywhere here, man. And the worst is when someone's like hit one on the road, then you gotta like drive over it.
Oh, yeah. No, we do. We do.
Oh, okay.
You gotta have them up by
Um,
Flagstaff in the wooded areas, you know?
Actually, no. It's in this. Flagstaff is the north. Skunks live in the southeast, which is like by Mexico and Texas.
Interesting.
That's weird.
I'm shit today. I'm sorry. I'll bring a tweet. Not.
I've got a tweet to tell you guys after we
Yeah,
stop
sorry, I
recording.
don't-
Well, I'll
So-
go ahead and
I
tell
know,
the.
no, because mine's so bad. I'm gonna say it, but I might go to jail. But that's fine.
Well, I'll go ahead and
Oh,
say
no.
this.
I
Not
want to hear
tweet,
T-Papas, dude.
Obviously, if you listen to the podcast a lot, you've made it to this point. Let me thank you for making it to this point and for supporting our podcast over the years. We greatly appreciate you. And secondly, there will not be a podcast next week because it's the holidays and all of us are going to be super busy. I'm going to be out of town, in town, family. Everybody's got gatherings, so we're taking, like with Thanksgiving, we're gonna skip one, but we'll be back the week after that. But I just wanted to put that out there.
Back in the new year, baby. 2025. New year, new me.
So does that mean I'm the only one with one?
I've got
Dude,
a couple
maybe.
in the. I've got a couple to
Oh,
shoot.
okay.
You know.
Okay, good.
And we
Because
did
mine's
4
really bad.
hours of D&D last week, man. So like, that's my copium for not having one. Real busy
All
last
right,
We
week.
did
Papa.
more than 4 hours.
I was like,
It was like 7 hours
great.
of
Yeah, it was
like,
like
all,
probably like 8,
all in
bro.
all, yeah.
Dude, if Hamsey just kept asking questions, dude, it was taking forever.
All right, what we got?
All right, I'll go first. I got one. I don't think I'm gonna tweet it, but I would like to share it with you guys. Jesus Christ. All right, strap in. Fucked a dead chick. Call that a Jane don't.
Okay, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Tweet that. Wow. Don't tweet that.
That's
almost
one of
as
those
bad as
tweets
mine,
where it
dude.
will like I'd have a giggle at it, but it would have exactly like 7 likes peak. I would laugh
You
at
wouldn't
it.
be a giggler? You wouldn't be a.
I'd
sorry,
be
you
a
wouldn't
giggler.
liker?
I'd
Wait,
be one of
Diddy
them. I'd
Noble.
be one of them.
Didn't
Yeah.
you tweet something about fucking a dead body or something, and you deleted it?
No, that was, I think that was my tweet. I didn't delete it. It was my worst performing tweet of all time. I'm not even kidding. I've tweeted ads that got more likes than the one that I
The
tweeted. about
HelloFresh
a
ad got
Noble.
more than that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
What'd you
Hold
tweet?
up,
What
I
was
gotta-
it? What was
Oh,
it?
it was something. No, I know the one you're talking about. So there's something about like I had like something about
Something about
necrophiliacs.
necrophilia. I forgot what
And
it
then
was.
there was something else in there too, and somebody messaged me about like this is very insensitive because you lumped in like trans people with necrophiliacs.
Oh,
And I was like,
Nice.
Yeah. No. I remember
Good
I
job,
gave you that
Ignoble.
tweet.
Way to go,
Yeah.
I
dude.
gave you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tweet. It's like you guys are laughing.
I
now,
remember what
but
you're
one
talking
day
about.
am
I don't
gonna
remember what
have
the tweet
sex
was,
with
but
that
I remember it was
girl.
something that Tasty came up with, and he had an extra one, so Ignoble ended up tweeting it, and it fucking bombed.
Oh, okay. This is the tweet that I tweeted. That's my worst ever. Ignoble once fucked a girl so hard she almost came back to life.
That's not.
That was a good
fine.
one.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
That's a good one, dude.
That's
That's
like,
a good one. I'm
probably
sorry.
more funny
That's a
in like
good
our
one.
in like a Discord message, but like
Yeah.
that's funny, bro. That's comedy. Come on.
That's like an
that's
inside
good.
joke type thing. People are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is that,
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing
kinda
is
weird.
like with us, like that's hilarious, like as we know the context. But like, if you're just looking at that, you're like, what the like, you know, if you're fair weathered, if you don't really know us, like, yeah, I get it. I get it. It's like, you know, it's like negotiating, you know, sub splits. You know, it can go, you know, it would be funny to us, but not to the general public, probably.
Yeah. Ignoble is so good at sex, they made him register. I got some heaters, dude.
I think I,
Why am I
I
the
could
recipient
do.
of this?
I think you tweeted that before.
I've seen that. God damn. Dude,
I could do
man.
flirting with my dad's sister at Christmas, call that ants in my pants, and tweet that now.
You tweeted. You said that before.
I've said that, but I haven't tweeted. I'm just looking at past drafts because I can't not
See,
tweet today.
this is why I'm a proponent of the just one.
Saintus, do you
tweet.
have anything? I don't know why we never ask you, but we should.
I don't
Sometimes
got
you've
shit,
got some
man.
funny tweets.
I've not been.
Oh.
Well,
I've
when
been
I know when
Twitter-brained.
he comes, I know when he has one, he'll let us know.
This witch had fire puss, call that her giny.
Okay, we're done.
I like
See ya.
that. But you've all I've heard this before. Like,
These are old ones I
I've
haven't
got
sent.
two.
I'm gonna tweet that one.
I've had these from Thanksgiving. I don't know why I put this. Just beat my grandma because she took the last piece of turkey.
You cut out. You cut
He
out.
cut out.
Bro, you cut out
We
right.
just
Oh,
heard I
dude.
just beat my
You
One
just
more
beat
time.
my
One more
grandma.
time. Yeah.
dude, fire.
Just beat my grandma
again,
because
say
she
it
took the
again,
last
say it
piece of
again,
turkey.
Just tweet beat my grandma.
Just beat my grandma. Just leave it at that.
You should tweet just beat my grandma. Like that's
Honestly, that would be kind of nice.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, you gotta change. Like you're such an adult now that you're living like a week in the past with your like tweet drafts, or weeks in the past, because that's Thanksgiving.
These-
You know, like you gotta switch up the food or maybe the item possibly. Make it more a holiday festive for Christmas.
Just beat my grandma for Christmas. I don't know.
No, not that.
Can I tweet just beat my grandma and then just like some happy
I'm
Christmas emotes?
I'm tweeting just beat up my grandma because she just drank my Four Loko.
Can I get some suggestions for this? I'm having like a, you know, like the white elephant or like whatever you want to call it, where you give like this dirty Santa, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing one of those soon. You guys have any suggestions? I need suggestions because I'll take it to
Ball
the
koozie.
extreme. I will take it to the extreme, and I
Ball
don't need to
koozie.
do that
Get a
because
ball
last time
koozie.
I did it, dude, it was not good.
You know what you definitely
got-
should not do is definitely don't go on Amazon and type in male sex toys. There's definitely not thousands of different products that will blow your mind. Definitely don't do that.
That's the thing. That's
I
the thing
wouldn't
is
buy
I
a male
can't.
sex toy at
So
Amazon.
last time I forgot what it was.
What's
Oh,
a
it
male
was
sex
like
toy?
it was like this detailed book about like
Oh,
I
right.
forgot what the book was. It was an extremely
Blue Mountain
sexual
State.
book, and my grandmother got it. So like, yeah, that was not good.
No.
So yeah, I
Sorry,
got
to
Grandma
derail
can't
this
have
real
sex,
quick.
dude.
Go ahead.
Anyways, we should all have a tweet about Nine Rain's birthday. I want him to be just beat my grandma. Happy birthday, Nine Rain. Like that would be a
Just
sick
beat
tweet.
Happy birthday, grandma.
Just
No.
jerked off. Happy birthday, Nine Rain.
Just
Yeah, I
got
feel like-
just got my invite to the white supremacy rally. Happy birthday, Nine Rain.
Bro.
Dude, all of us tweet things like that. That would be so funny.
My dog's transgender surgery went well. Happy birthday, Nine Rain.
Jesus
I heard to
Christ.
dislike the tweet, bro. Come on.
Oh man.
Hey man, happy birthday, Nine Rain. Do we have any other tweets?
No,
I'm
I'm
out.
sending.
Send
Like
Ladies
your
and gentlemen,
bikini
on the
pictures
on
from
the Patreon
2021 to
podcast today,
assert my
Tasty is going to be
dominance.
talking about getting assaulted by a schizophrenic woman. We have Haley Welch on the podcast, and Hamsey is probably going to tell a story where it ends up with him either punching a gay man or having his ass ate. T-Papa, take us out.
Microplastics are stored in the balls.
Don't skip. We have some news for you because we have recently reworked our entire podcast format. We will still be conducting one normal podcast a week, but now Tier 1 patrons will have access to a weekly exclusive Patreon podcast that's going to be even more based and more after dark. We've also updated our other tiers to include perks that allow you to directly interact with the podcast and influence the topics that we speak about. The Patreon will be linked in the description below.